posting what I want, doing what I want, posting what I want. And I wish it would. Okay. Give me some. What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel, and if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Queen KJD, and so today I'm going to do a little chit chat. Get ready with me. I got some stuff on my heart that I just want to get out there, and I know that other people can relate to me, whether you are a content creator, you're an entrepreneur, whatever, a minister, like whatever. I'm sure that you could find some point in this chit chat to relate to it. As you know, as you may not know, I've been in this YouTube game since 2016. I was in my third year of college when I made a YouTube channel. And like back then, being an influencer and all that stuff, I'm looking, maybe I should put my mirror right here. Back then, like being an influencer, like influencer wasn't like a job yet. Like it was like people, it was kind of like new, and like people were just like, you know, people started to post videos and stuff for fun, and like that's how I started. Like it wasn't like this career where you can receive money from it or whatever back in that time. But slowly after that, it did become like a job and things like that. So YouTube has changed drastically since then. So when I first got on, I think I hit 1,000 subscribers fairly quickly, and then I got to 3,000 fairly quickly. And every video I was posting, I would get a minimum of like 1,000 views, and I would what's it called, I would get like a minimum of 1,000 views, and probably like on average 3,000. So I was getting more views than I had subscribers, if that makes sense. So YouTube was really like the algorithm, everything was just different. I feel like it was a lot easier to grow your channel. It wasn't all these rules and everything like that. You could also start out by monetizing. So when I first came on the scene, I was monetizing my videos, and it wasn't like all these different rules and regulations like it is now. And two, like when I started, I didn't know, like I just was like, oh, I'm gonna start this. But over time, I started to see, like, you know, my hobby became a passion. I'm like, oh, like I'm really good at this. This is something I really love to do. So now it's like something that I would want to do full time, and not just be a YouTuber, but use YouTube as a platform, and to really just be a content creator. And I love to be in front of the camera. I like to produce different things and different content, and I love to influence people and use my influence for good. Okay, so clearly influencer, digital content creator is like my thing. But you can't really influence if you don't have a large platform, I feel. I mean, you can, but really for me, my issue is like my platform. It's not really growing at the rate that I want it to grow. And I've started with people, and I've started with some people, and like we started at the same time in their channel, and they have just taken off. And I'm just like, okay, what the heck? Now, I haven't been the most consistent, but honestly, I don't even think consistency is like a big factor as I'm making it. Honestly, like I think that I think it really just comes down to, like, you know, just that day. Like everybody has that moment in time where like, okay, this is like this defining moment, and I'm just like, I feel like now I'm waiting for my defining moment, but I'm getting tired of waiting. Okay, I'm getting restless. I'm getting tired, I'm getting discouraged. And so honestly, like that's been one of the things that have really been stopping me from creating content consistently and pushing out videos, because I work so hard on some of these things and I just do not do numbers. Like I did a whole marathon. I kind of talked about this in my blog too, but I did like a whole marathon where I posted a video every day in the month of January starting this year, and you guys, it did not do numbers at all. It did not do what I thought it would do. What YouTuber is doing that, first of all? Who has did that? I don't know. But it did not do numbers, and I had so much fun doing it. Like I've never worked that hard on something. Like I had to be consistent. I had to stay on it, and that's like, I don't know how many videos I had, because I didn't start January 1. I ended up starting January. I ended up posting, not starting, but I ended up posting January. I don't know if I started the 3rd, but let's say like 27 videos. That's 27 videos. That's 27 thumbnails. That's editing, producing. Like, and I started to work on this project in October of 2019 is when I started to like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like that's when I started to do that. But you guys, ugh. It took it. I put in all that work and didn't receive anything. It didn't do numbers. It did not do numbers. And I did all types of videos too, you know? So I just feel like I've done so much with my platform. I'm like sitting up here trying to figure out what is it? What can I do? Maybe, you know, trying to do what y'all like. And I just come to the realization that like, okay, I think I need a defining moment, because I have studied how YouTube is, and I've learned a lot about YouTube. And I even recently learned something about YouTube that I didn't like. And it actually made me want to stop posting up on here. But I'm like, no, let me not do that, because this is a check. Like, I still do get paid off of my monetizations, but it's not enough to sustain me. Like, it's not. And I'm like, I got the equipment, my quality is good. I'm like, what is the problem? Like, why? And I just come to the realization, like, for you, Karen, you're gonna need that defining moment. You're gonna need that video that just goes viral and just is gonna take you. But until then, you can't give up, you know. And that's what I want to do. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for the past, I don't want to talk. Look, I'm ignoring the call. For the past, what was it? This week. Today's Wednesday, by the way. So, no, let's say. So, like, yesterday I got back in the group, but I kind of was just really discouraged for like 2 days, because I had recently posted a video like my clothing try on haul. And first of all, it really didn't come out how I wanted it to come out at all, but I'm like, I'm gonna make it work. So I, you know, produced that, and it was a lot of work, you know, to do that. And I thought it still came out good. I was like, oh, this is new, like a lot of people aren't doing this on YouTube, but I feel like I should have got more views than what I got. I didn't even get 100 views on that. It was my try on haul for Boohoo. I'm like, okay. So that just really, I was just like, I just, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna just take a little break. What should I put in my crease? I'm gonna do some eyeshadow today. I was like, I'm gonna just, you know, okay. My camera, I ran out of space, so my memory card, so I had to switch. But so I was just like really discouraged or whatever, and I was just like in a funk. And it took me a minute. Like, for me, it took me a minute. Like, I gotta kind of ask myself, like, okay, how do you feel? Like, I know how I feel, but it's hard to put it into words and like to really assess what is causing it. So I didn't really know like what was really going on. And I was just like, and then I finally, like, I was talking, okay, well, this is something else too. So I'm in a relationship. If you follow me on Instagram, then you already know what's tea. So I was telling my boyfriend, like, I was just like, all right, it sounds so weird to say that. It sounds weird. Like, when I say boyfriend, am I immature? Am I childish? I don't know. I was just telling him, you know, how I felt and stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's what's wrong with me. I realized, like, you're weary, you're discouraged, because you've been doing this thing for 4 years. It was 4 years in February, and you're not nearly where you want to be, and it's low-key embarrassing, and it's getting harder to continue on. But how are you going to reach your goals if you just stop, you know? And honestly, like, as I'm talking to y'all, I'm thinking about this meme. Is it a meme? Of like, it was like, there's a man, he was like trying to hit I'm gonna insert it right here, but the man was trying to like reach the other side, and he was like plowing and plowing and plowing, and he was about to give up. And it was like, don't give up, because you don't know how close you are. So I'm just like, okay, you know, so I was talking to him, and, you know, he's like, are you gonna quit? And I was also talking to one of my other friends, and she was telling me, like, you know, here, like, you're gonna have like that defining moment, like that one video that's just gonna take you viral, and people are going to go back and watch all of your content from the beginning. Because I was telling her, I'm like, you know, I'm putting out all this content, and it seems like I'm putting in this work for nothing. Like, I'm not putting up videos so less than 100 people could watch them, when I used to have a minimum of 1,000 views. I'm like, I know that what I'm doing is good. I know that I have the personality for it. I know that I have the face for it. I know that I have the quality for it. I know that I have the skill set for it. I know that I have the gifting for it. Now, all of my church people, if you know, you receive prophetic words. I received so many prophetic words about, and one recently, like maybe less than 2 weeks ago, about this type, about my career and just everything like that. So I'm just like, okay, I'm getting fed up. I get fed up, and God is not a liar. No, he's not. And I know how promises work, and honestly, like, I don't feel like this was even a promise from God. I just feel like it was a realization that I came into of like, oh, this is what I was created to do. And as I'm seeing more and more people do it, and I'm seeing how this whole avenue for digital content creating like has made people and put people in positions and in places that they never dreamed of, I'm like, I see so many people. I'm like, I could do that. I could do that. That could be me. I can do that. Like, I have people send me messages and DMs like, oh my gosh, like, I love your video, you're underrated. Like, I'm like, I know. So it really starts to affect your momentum. It really does. And to the point where it's just like, oh, I don't even want to create anymore. Because for what? Why would I sit up here and take all this time to create a video that's not even going to get the recognition that it's due? And two, I feel like I am in a place where, you know, I want to live on my own. I don't want to necessarily purchase my own home right now. Like, no, I want to be able to call the landlord or call maintenance and be like, hey, my sink is drained, come fix it. I don't, you know, owning a home is a lot of responsibility, and I don't want that right now. I want to have my bachelorette pad. I want to have my apartment. I want to have my floor to ceiling window apartment. Like, I know where I want to live. Like, I had looked this stuff up last year. You know, I had looked this stuff up, and I had like created a goal sheet, you know, and I don't even like to do that because, you know, God laughs at our plans. Not to say that we should just be out here living aimlessly, but it's just like, none of it, I can want this stuff all day, but if God don't want it for me or in this timing, then what's the point of, you know, like, I don't know, that's me. So I don't even like to do stuff like that. But I was like, you know, by faith, I'm gonna create like a, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna create a little, you know, a little goal sheet of just different things. So, you know, I want to live on my own and I need money for that. I've been working a job that I did not like since I graduated high school. So it's probably been like 2 years. And because of Rona, like, I'm not really working it anymore. And child, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I actually said a prayer maybe like I don't know. And back in 2019, I'm sure of like, I don't even know if it was a formal prayer. I was just like, man, I would love to create content and not have to worry about paying my bills. Because that to me was like a way down too of like, I'm trying to work this job that I hate and do not like and do not see any proof or benefit from at all. And I'm like in this job for 2 years. And I mean, 2019 was a very hard year for me. Like, it was hard. It produced a lot of things in me. It taught me a lot of things, but it was hard. And if I had to go, I don't want to go back. I did what I had to do, and that's that. I'm leaving 2019 where she was. I would not go back and do it again. I already did it. Like, that, to me, that's how hard it was for me. So, like, I'm just like, okay, I'm ready. You know, I feel like I done put my time in. I feel like I done did, you know, I don't have this overnight success story. And that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video, because I know I'm finna take off. But I want people to be able to come back and reference this. And I don't want to come and tell this story like once I'm all, 1 million subscribers in and making 6, 7 figures. Like, no, I'm gonna tell you the story. You're gonna get this right now, because what I'm feeling is real. And I know that I'm not the only person who feels that way. I know that I'm not the only person who has a dream. I know I'm not the only person who has a promise from God. I know I'm not the only person who's working towards something. It's like the same as a person who wants to be a pastor and it's preaching to a congregation less than 5 people, but giving it your all every Sunday despite how hard it is. And don't nobody in the congregation know. Like, y'all don't know the behind the scenes. And when you see these videos, like, it's really hard to put them out. Because I'm like, I worked so hard. I worked hard when I did I did my video where I went to this Black-owned business that I did that myself. It wasn't sponsored, like none of that. And I know that I'm worthy of sponsored content. I actually have a company who sent me something, you know, for free to do a sponsored post. But it's kind of like, back in the day, this would make me happy. Like, oh my God, they sent me stuff. But now I'm like, no, I deserve money. I deserve to get some money for even shouting you out. But it's like, you can't get money, honey, because your platform is not that big. You're not doing numbers, regardless of how you feel or, you know, whatever. And for so long, and even now, I still take it as a reflection of my content. And I always used to think like, okay, maybe what I'm doing is not good enough, so let me switch it up. Like, if you haven't noticed, I stayed at one point, I was doing vlogs, and I was like, I'm gonna do a beauty video channel. Then I made a second channel, which I still have. Who knows, like, if, you know, I can use that. But I always would think like, okay, let me switch it up. Like, maybe my channel is not growing, maybe it's not doing what I wanted to do, because like, you know, this is like what I need, you know, type thing. So I did used to think like, okay, maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe I need to do this. But I am just coming to the realization, and I think that I'm accepting that it's not me. It's not my content. It's not that the stuff I'm putting out is not good. It's just that, for one, I might not be ready. And I definitely know what comes with this. And the backside, you know, there are backsides to blessings, and so many people want the fame and want the, you know, I never wanted the fame. I just always knew, like, I always knew that it was my portion, like, for real. I'm not even trying to be cocky. Like, it's just something I always knew, like, was going to happen, you know? And But so many people, like, they want, you know, numbers and you know, I never wanted, I mean, come on, I'm the type, I like to be the best at what I do, and I don't have to be the best at it, but like, I can't say I'm bomb at what I do and you go on my Instagram and I have less than 2,000. Like, come on, numbers matter. Like, I feel like I got the quality. You know, I'm going to share what I need to share. I'm going to, you know, I got all of that. I'm going to use my platform to bring honor to you, God. So I'm like, okay, I got all of that. Where's the quantity? Where's the numbers? Brands want to see numbers. They not gonna work with me, and I, you know, and I can't work, you know. So anyways, I just, yeah, that's how I feel. And that's how I've been feeling. And I just wanted to bring it to this here chit chat, get ready with me, because I know that I'm not the only one. Like I said, it's equivalent to a pastor who's preaching to a congregation less than 5, or it's equivalent to a music artist who has been putting his heart and soul, his or her heart and soul, into their music and posting and sharing and promoting and doing shows, and you know your music is good, but people go out and they walk away from your set, or like really the underdogs. Like, it's, this video I feel is for you, because regardless of what you do, or if you're like me and you're a digital content creator and you do YouTube, or you make beats, or you, whatever it is that you do, and you're not reaching your goal, you know, you're not doing numbers and you're frustrated, this is a sign to keep going. This is a sign to not give up. This is a sign to actually go harder. And also, if you are tired and you're weary, take a day or two and rest. I was listening to this sermon by Stephen Furtick, and he was talking about Jesus and the story of him at the well with the woman. A lot of preachers I heard preach that. They always, you know, talk about, you know, they really focus on the woman at the well. But one point that Stephen Furtick made, I think, which is a new approach, is like, Jesus was tired. Jesus was tired. And guess what he did? He took a break. He sat his tail down. I said, you know what? If the Son of Man, the one who's perfect and sinless and blameless, got tired, I'm gonna get tired too. And not only if he got tired, but he rested. He sat down. And I feel like it's important that if you're tired, take a few days and rest. But watch how you rest, though, because sometimes resting can turn into rotting. And rotting is when you are just isolated and you're idle, and that's when the enemy comes. That's when you start having all these bad thoughts, and you just, so watch how you rest. But rest, I feel, you know, doing self-care, resting in the presence of the Lord. Like, rest, watch your posture, but rest, because I feel like if you don't take that time to rest, it messes up your momentum, because you're gonna keep going and now you're tired. So you're not even able to create or do whatever it is that you're supposed to do at the capacity that you do it, because you're tired. And don't listen. There's a lot of course, people are quick to tell you, don't give up. And of course, no. If this is something that you know that you want to do, if this is a dream that, you know, burns deep inside of you, don't give up. But resting does not mean that you're giving up. And there's nothing wrong with resting. I'm taking a break. I'm tired. I'm weary. I'm sick of posting videos and doggone it, less than 100 people, or just 100 people are doing it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being stuck in the 3,000s. I have had 3,000 subscribers for 2 years. I'm tired. I'm tired of promoting myself. I'm tired of posting videos on Instagram, or I'm tired of posting things and people are what is it called? Taking it the wrong way. I'm tired of that. So I'm going to rest. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I'm tired of doing what I don't want to do. But at the same time, too, I was feeling like, man, this is the perfect time. Like, people are like, it's the perfect time to grow your channel. And I agree it is for me. And this is also an answered prayer, because I prayed and I asked God I'm like, yo, I just want to be able to create content and not have to worry about paying my bills, because I felt at one point that was holding me back. So I'm like, okay, it's always going to be something holding me back. Even when I get to the place, even when I start to do numbers, like I was telling you about the backside of those blessings, like each level, there's always hard times. There's always some type of opposition. And so I know that it's going to come with opposing voices. I know people will come to your channel and come to videos just to disagree. But I'm already, you know, trying to work on myself, and I've already kind of experienced a little bit of that. So I'm just, you know, knowing what comes along with it. But it's just like, okay, like, Lord, you know, I'm like, all right, I'm 26, going on 27. I'm living with my parents. And I'm just like, okay, it's cool. Like, thank you that I'm living with them. Thank you for this time. But this is not the end all be all. I'm not comfortable. And no, I don't want to go and get a 9-to-5 job when I know that this is what I'm supposed to do. And when I just feel like I've already went through that. Like, I feel like I've already had my, you know, every artist has a struggle and they have like this, oh, I was getting ready to give up. But I have so many of those moments. I have so many of those. I was getting ready to give up. And every time I was getting ready to give up, nothing happened. I rested and I went back to it. But I'm just finding myself getting more and more tired, and it's getting more and more hard to push this content out because I'm getting more and more offended by these views that I have. But okay, I'm running out of time on here, so I'm gonna do my face so you can see it. I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, so I'm back. So I was watching this video by Trey Melvin. He is a content creator. He did have a YouTube. He don't post on YouTube anymore. He had 3.3 million subscribers, and he moved his platform and he started his own streaming services because he was sick of YouTube's BS. Okay, like the algorithm, everything has changed on YouTube. Like, it's so hard to, and he even, like, everything that he was saying in the video, like, I was already thinking this, but oh my god, I look a different color. I look so light. It's because of the setting powder. I gotta add some color back into my face, girl. It's a setting powder. Girl, I hope this works. But okay, so he pretty much was saying like if you're a new, he's like, if you're a new YouTuber, good luck to you, because it's even harder to grow your channel. Like, YouTube is one of those things where they're like, sure, anybody could come create content, but we're going to control what gets pushed out. We're going to control what people see. And you know, I just feel like it was much easier to grow your channel, which it was. It's not a feeling, it's fact, because like I told you before, I got to 1,000 subscribers quick, and I've been stuck in the 3,000s forever, and I just always thought it was me. So, you know, after watching his video, if it's still up, I'll put it in the description bar so y'all can go watch it. It was really good. It was just, he was like on live, but he pretty much was being Trey Melvin, speaking that truth. Like, I pretty much, like, after watching it, I was pissed. I was like, oh, I'm not uploading nothing on YouTube no more, and I'm gonna just take my content elsewhere. And I'm like, I got a TikTok, and I'm growing faster on TikTok, and I've been on YouTube for years. And I'm just like, so I know it's the algorithm, and I was taking it personal for so long. But I was just like, okay, I'm gonna push past that. So I'm telling you that to say, like, anytime y'all see a video from me, like, know that I am going up against all of this. Like, I wanted to stop creating YouTube videos. I mean, yeah, stop creating content on YouTube. I wasn't gonna stop creating content because, no man, like, I was born to do this. Okay, that's facts. Like, that's what I do know for sure. But it's just so much that goes into this, and just trying to stay at it. It's actually really hard. Even in the middle of this pandemic, when things are slow, like, you would think that I would be motivated, but I'm actually opposite, because, like, I just really think that marathon that I did in January, like, it really affected me, and I wasn't really being honest with myself and saying, okay, why aren't you motivated? And that's the reason why. And it makes sense. So if that's you, you know, not to say, like, I'm not worried that YouTube, you know, the algorithm on YouTube is making it harder for smaller creators like myself to grow. Like, I'm not concerned about that, because, like I said, if God want me to grow, he could bypass all of that. Okay, I could have 30,000 subscribers by the time I'm done making this video, because that's how God works. But it is frustrating. So just know, anytime you see a video, like, I am bypassing that too. Like, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of mental and emotional and spiritual energy to post these videos, because it's getting harder and harder. You would think it would get easier, but no, it gets harder and harder when you've just been working, and you're expecting to see some proof, run up a check. Like, you're expecting to have these numbers and to see some proof of your work, and you don't. You can't force people to sit up and watch your video. So, you know, I'm grateful for the platform I do have. I'm grateful for my subscribers who watch my channel. I'm grateful for you all, but I am frustrated, and I have every right to be, because I didn't just start, you know, I just didn't start this and then became frustrated when I put out a few videos. And I have a lot of videos, and I deleted a lot of them, because y'all know some of them had to go, but I deleted a lot of them too. So ugh, I'm just like, why is it taking me so long, you know? But that's you. Don't give up. Anyways, let me wrap this up. And no, this is not a thing. I'm not doing this to look for affirmation. I'm not putting this out here to guilt trip y'all. Like, I'm not doing any of that. I'm really, my main point for sharing is because I know that other people can relate, even if you're not a content creator, because YouTube is not what it used to be, sweetie. And you know, Trey packed up his stuff and left, and I wanted to pack up my stuff and go too, but I don't have the leverage that Trey has. I don't have it, so I'm like, no, I'm gonna stay, but it's even harder to put out. Like, I literally put out videos and I'm like, and I shouldn't, but I do. I'm like, this ain't going. Let me already prepare myself, and so I don't be disappointed that it only got 100 views. Although so much time and effort went into it, not just work ethic, but then to bypass all the negative thoughts and this whole, well, why are you even doing it if you know that no one's going to view it? Why are you still posting on YouTube if you know how the YouTube algorithm is? Like, you know, I began to post on other platforms, but I'm like, I'm tired of trying to grow and promote, and I hate to promote myself. Oh my God, y'all don't know. I'm just saying, y'all don't even know, like, the amount of sacrifice and work. But I'm also putting this out too, so that when my time does come, because it's a universal law, not only is it biblical, but it's universal that whatever you put in, you're going to receive. Whatever you sow, you're going to reap a harvest of it. So when that time comes for me, we can watch this video together. So what else I need to do? To put on some bottom mascara. Anyways, I'm not chopping this video because I always chop videos. Like, I made my videos shorter. I'm like, okay, maybe my videos are too long. Let me make them shorter. I've tried to be like other people, y'all. I've tried it all. I've done it all, and now I'm just like, all right, girl, it ain't you. It's not you. It's not me. It's not that your work is not good, and not even to be cocky, because you know, and I'm learning, you know, as it goes, and but it's hard. It's not easy. You know, I feel like there are a lot of people who started to put out content and like want to do it just for the money. Like, this is not just for money. Like, I actually love to do this. This is a passion of mine. Like, I know it's something I'm created to do, but at the same time, I'm in a place where I need more money. I need to make a living for myself, and this thing that I love to do is now a career. I needed to take off. And not only do I want to be confined to just YouTube, like, I'm open, you know, like, I'm just starting to see YouTube in a new way. But so many opportunities can come from it. I'm telling you, I see it every day, and I'm just tired of looking at people like, oh my God, look at her, look at what she's doing, knowing that I could do the same thing too, and I'm not. Like, I get tired of that. And no, I'm not jealous of anybody, but I'm being real and just being honest of like, man, I'm tired of seeing content creators getting these deals and these opportunities, and I'm like, I could do that. There's nothing that she don't got that I don't have, type thing, you know? I tried to just box myself in and be a beauty blogger. Oh, do fashion. Oh, just do spiritual stuff. Oh, just do vlogs. Like, I tried it all. And I'm like, okay, none of it has worked. None of it has worked. Okay, so I just got a text from my friend, and I have to stop and read it. All right, so I did everything. What do I want to do with my lips? I always do the same little lip combo I've been doing because I like it. So yeah, now I just feel like I'm at the point where I'm just gonna start doing what I want to do. Why not? Now I know it ain't me. I'm gonna just do what I want to do. I'm gonna post what I want to post. Oh, this is not what I need to do, honestly. And it probably was something that I needed to start doing, but I just didn't. You know, that's the crazy part. We'll see. Like, they say, what did you do different? Girl, I just started doing what the hell I wanted to do, and I wasn't concerned about trying to put myself in a box, or trying to be like this, or trying to post things so that people are pleased with it, and trying to post things that I think y'all will like. I mean, not to say that, you know, you do have to be aware of your audience, but I'm just start posting what the hell I want. I'm not going to cut these videos down. I'm not about to work on, well, let me chop this 20-minute video into a 10-minute video so people will click on it. I'm not doing that no more. Okay? You want to watch it, you'll watch it. I'm not as in control as I thought I was, and as people make it seem. They make it seem like, oh, you have to be consistent. You got to, and I did, and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I tried to play the game. I tried to do this whole thing where like, okay, post one type of video and just get people used to that. And then once you grow, you get to a place to where you're qualified to post different types of videos, then you post different types of videos. But I'm not doing that because I tried to do that too, and that didn't make me happy. I was bored with that. I'm like, yo, I want to do all types of things. I want to talk about God. I want to talk about men. I want to talk about womanhood. I want to talk about makeup. I want to talk about being tall. I want to talk about hair. I want to vlog things. I thought I'm about to do it. And that's on period. I have these I'm giving the girls Minnie Mouse. 2 Minnie Mouse buns right here. Try to have more curls. But okay, so that's all. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's a struggle out here, but don't give up. Excuse me. Follow me on Instagram because I do post content on there. And I did create a Facebook page, so go to my Facebook page and follow me on TikTok and Twitter. Everything is QUEENKJD. So follow me on there because I tweet, I do TikToks. I just made like a page on Facebook so you can like it and keep up with me on there. And yeah, comment below, man, if you know somebody who needs a pick me up, whatever the case is. Share this video with them. And yeah, I'll see you on my next video. Pray and slay.